she acclimated pretty quickly to, excuse you,
What?
you burped.
Sorry.
On video. It's alright, we're gonna be real and honest in this video. Hi. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me under my mask, but today is December 14th and I am waiting on my port placement. So here at the hospital, and they're running behind, so not much to report. I got an IV in, took them 3 tries, which is weird because usually I have good veins. And yeah, just waiting for the port placement. I was told over the phone that it was an hour-long procedure, but they just told me now that it's only 25 minutes, so that's good to know. Yeah, so just waiting, texting. Now I'm about to start Netflixing, so I'll let you know how it goes later. Bye. Hi again. So this video is way overdue. I did a little recording right before I had my port placed, and ever since then I've been meaning to talk about after the port placement and how the whole experience has been, but things have just been so busy. So I am going to talk about the port placement and a more recent update, literally as of today, which is January 5th. So I had my port placed. The actual surgery was fine. I remember nothing about it because I was given fentanyl and Versed, and it was very efficient. I was waking up as they were wheeling me out of the room, so that was good. And then I was just kind of monitored by the nurse for an hour. They made sure that I could eat and drink, and I could, and I felt fine. The nurse wheeled me out, and my dad picked me up and drove me home. And unfortunately, I ended up getting really sick, meaning nauseous and throwing up in the car, my poor dad, on the way home. And I continued to be sick for about 5 more hours. It was probably because of the fentanyl and the Versed, or one of them. And my dad later told me that he usually has a not very good reaction to strong controlled substances like that as well. But I didn't know that. We're at the gas station. So it sucked. What are you doing, babe? Just wiping?
Yeah, well, there's some haze on the window.
I'm 4 chemo treatments in, and the hardest part about my treatment so far has been the port. So the actual surgery was fine, but when it came to right after, that was really tough. It took me probably 4 days to really recover.
Hi.
Billy is cleaning our windshield. It was a tough recovery, I'm not gonna lie. I was not expecting for the recovery to be as difficult as it was. So that was kind of an unpleasant surprise. Oh, and then after the surgery, I could not lift anything over 10 pounds for, I think it was 3 days. So I couldn't hold my 1-year-old. She did not like that, and neither did I, but she acclimated pretty quickly to, excuse you.
What?
You burped.
Sorry.
On video. It's alright, we're gonna be real and honest in this video. Oh, and then just, you know, when it came to trying not to use my neck muscles, it was difficult to lie down without using, it sounds weird, but you use your neck muscles to hold your head up when you're lying down, and you also use your neck muscles when you're like trying to get up. What muscle am I trying to talk about? Remember how it was really hard for me to lie down and get up?
Your gluteus maximus.
My gluteus maximus.
That's your butt.
That is how little I know about my muscles. Okay, I don't know the name of the muscle that I'm trying to talk about.
Which muscle do you feel like you're engaging?
Basically not using my neck muscles.
So you're using your core.
Up. Not my core.
Well,
I know what my core
you're
is.
sitting here like this, right? So you're doing a crunch. You're engaging your core.
Yeah, I was just trying not to strain my neck, basically, is what I'm talking about.
Your gluteus maximus.
So it was painful. It was more painful than I anticipated. It was inconvenient because I couldn't hold my 1-year-old and I couldn't lift anything over 10 pounds. Things started getting better after day 4. So that was good. What are you doing?
I'm cleaning.
Since when do you clean the whole interior of the car?
I just went and pumped gas,
Okay.
And so you know how Rona works, right? Rona just jumps on your hands after you pump gas. So I used a medicated wipe, and then I realized I have that, so I might as well finish it off with the steering wheel. So I was like, oh, I didn't finish it, so I got another wipe it finished. I was like, oh yeah, I also touched the shifter, so let me get that. And then when I was sitting here, you know how the sun's in your eyes, right? Do you see the glare off the windshield?
Yes.
It's annoying.
Right.
So I figured I'd
It's just weird
fix it.
because you're not usually the one that cleans.
New year, new me.
Okay. So anyway, one of the instructions I had was to let the steri strips on the port fall off naturally. Just, you know, eventually they would fall off. They told me just let them fall off. So I didn't touch them. And then I went in for my 4th chemo treatment last week, and the nurse who was going to draw my labs was like, oh, that's funny.
Oh, that's funny. I can see in your chest cavity.
She said, okay, so your wound is open. We need to make sure it's not infected, and we need to see what exactly IR wants to do about it. IR stands for interventional radiology. They're the ones that place the port. She said, you're probably gonna need to see someone in IR to know like what we need to do about it. So I saw a nurse practitioner today, and she said, yes, it is still open. It is probably a little bit infected. And she's gonna basically give me antibiotics and give me 3 days to do my own wound care, and then to go back and see her. And if she sees that it's made progress in healing, I'll just keep doing this and we'll count on the fact that it's going to heal. If it has not progressed, I'm gonna have to get the port removed and then get a new port placed. And this news made me almost cry. If you had been there, babe, I would have cried.
You cried when you got home?
I cried when I got home and on the way home. It's really not that big of a deal. I'm still gonna be able to keep getting chemo, which is really the most important thing, but it's just like having to go through another surgery. And because I had such a strong, reaction to those medications, it just really upsets me, the fact that I might have to go through that again. What, babe?
Unexpected occurrence.
Yeah.
You don't have time to prepare.
Right. So
it's like when some guy kicks you in the balls, right? If you don't know what's coming, it hurts a lot. But if you have time to prepare, it hurts less. But it still hurts.
I know nothing about this not being a boy or a man.
Well, I don't really think that's scientifically accurate. I just was trying to come up with some funny analogy.
Okay.
It worked. One could say you got kicked in the balls today.
I did. I'm just so bummed. So I've been in a bad mood all day.
All day.
All day. It may not seem like it right now, but I really have been in a really bad mood all day. And I got myself Chick-fil-A because...
Are you hungry enough?
No, because I had Chick-fil-A. Are you?
Did I have Chick-fil-A?
No. And Billy gave me a hard time because I didn't get any for him. Sorry. Not only did I not get him any,
or anyone else does.
but I also didn't notice that we were almost completely on an empty gas tank. So hence we just got gas. So today is Tuesday, January 5th. So I'm hoping that on January 8th, a nurse practitioner is going to take a look at it and say, wow, you're healed. I'm hoping in 3 days.
You are the fastest healer in known history.
Yes, that is what I am hoping for. That I will be healed completely. So the port in general, like the aftermath of the surgery, and now these have been the 2 main hiccups.
What's up?
Anyway, I'm just having a really sucky day, and I'm really hoping that in 3 days from now, that nurse practitioner will be pleasantly surprised that I am healing and all will be well. So that is the update with the port. That said, this is not common. I asked the nurse practitioner, like, does this happen a lot? And she said no. She couldn't give me a statistic, but she said it's not common. But she said it does happen because chemo attacks your immune system, and if your immune system is weakened, it's harder for your body to heal. So that's probably what the reason for this is. The chemo is doing its job, but it's also impacting my immune system, and yeah, so it's disappointing. It's just really disappointing. It just kind of put me in the dumps today. So I'm trying to keep my eye on the prize, but it's still hard. So when I got home, Billy was playing with my girls in our room. They like to put all of our pillows in a pile, and Evelyn calls it a trampoline. So they were jumping on the pillows and having fun, so that was really good for me to see and hear. And then Miriam started playing this game where Billy and I were sitting on the floor, and she started running back and forth between me and Billy and giving us hugs, and then Evelyn joined in, and they were both just running back and forth between us, giving us hugs. So that was just really sweet. And I rested, and now we're just out doing errands. So that's the story on that. So I will check in again in 3 days from now. So I'm gonna cross my fingers, my toes, my eyes, everything I can cross that my body will heal this wound. So I will talk to you later. Bye.